Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. And apologies for the bit of a mishmash of timings for today, but I ended up having to go into work to sort a few bits and bobs out. But yeah, hopefully that wasn't too much of an issue. If you guys want to come along and fly along, but we are here now live. We're going to go down from Gatwick down to Paris Charles de Gaulle, which will be the first time I've flown into this airport on a stream, and I think probably the first time I've flown into it full stop, I think. But yeah, we're down here in Gatwick. Stand 33 Romeo on the pier, which is very nicely modelled for this free Gatwick scenery down that I got from flightsim.to, and we're in the iconic British Airways Landor livery for our 320 Neo, and it is the experimental version of Fly By Wire mod with VNAV, so we're going to give that a test out. The plane's completely cold and dark, so we'll do a full setup. And for any of you guys who want to fly along, there's a couple of stands available next to me just here, all around the pier as well. And it'll be a bit of a little taxi out. If we have a quick look at the charts, we are going to be going off runway 26 left, which is here, so we'll push back. And we'll have a little bit of a zigzaggy taxi out down, and we'll hold down at Mike just here. We can join at Mike, or we could go down to Bravo Romeo or Bravo 1 and hold there as well, depending on how the navigation is for me pushing back and which way we're going to go. But yeah, we'll have to push back, get round this part of Pier 2, and then we could November Bravo 1 as well, depending. But if you do want to fly along, if you're on the Discord, I have dropped in the flight plan. And no worries, Take. No worries at all. We'll just be sitting here getting set up. But it's lovely even down here in Gatwick. Great seeing there's the iconic Gatwick Bridge that you can try and do a challenge of flying underneath. Quite interesting to try that as well. There's an easy just popped in as well. Quite a bit of traffic down in Gatwick. So yeah, we'll hop on the plane. We'll get in. We'll get it set up, and we'll go and get our flight down to Paris underway. Hopefully, we'll get time to do the return as well. But we'll see the timings, because I do have to go and have my dinner as well, and also get two boys to bed a bit later on. But yeah, I'm using the external McDo. So I'll do the flight plan setup and everything via the my iPad, and yeah, we'll go and see what we can do and how much damage we can cause down in Paris. So I'll pop you in the full screen. We'll jump onto the flight deck and we'll get ourselves cracking. There we are, seamless as ever. Straight in the flight deck. Like I said, everything's cold and dark. I think I might have turned the fly pad on just to get that on, but apart from that, nothing else is set up. So we'll hop on the overhead and we'll get going. So we'll get the nav. Actually, we can't do that till we turn it on, can we? We'll get the batteries 1 and 2 even. External power's on now. APU master and APU start. APU bleed can come on. And the IRS-2 nav will arm the emergency exit lights, and we will put the no smoke sign on straight away. And crew supply. Nothing else up here we need to do. Ground control can come on. And we'll leave the fuel pumps off now till we get some fuel on. We'll go down and have a look. And we'll start loading a few passengers on. Let's see how many we have. So let's just brighten up a few of these screens first. That one and that one. Hopefully we won't have any issue with the sim crashing tonight. Well, fingers crossed we don't. Flight's not too long either. Flight time's only about 43 minutes, so if we get ourselves going, we'll be we should be good for the return as well. So it is live weather, but obviously not live time. Otherwise, it would be dark. It may be dark by the time we get back to Gatwick, but for now, it is not. Let's get some fuel. That would help if I import the flight plan, which is there. There we go. So we go here, OFP. And our block fuel from Gatwick needs to be 5.2, so let's take 6 tons of fuel just to round it up. There's 6 tons. To put a little bit more on the wings, there we are. And with that we can, we're going to open the doors. Forward door, passengers. And we'll have the baggage, external power, the aft door, and some catering. There we go. Good stuff. Right, so like I said, I am going to use the external McDo on the iPad. So I'll leave it on the screen so you can see what we're doing. But you won't see me using the mouse to actually to set it up, which is rather cool. Let's go into FMGC first and we'll just check the air rack. Go back there. McDo, air rack. There we go. You can see we've got a valid air rack up to the 26th of Jan, which is good. And so we'll now go back to McDo, Atsu, AOC, and we'll grab the init press. But this is so cool. Literally, I'm tapping this on the iPad and it's just going straight. There's no lag at all. Init request. There we go. As you can see, we are Speedbird 2125 from Gatwick down to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Estimate time of route, yeah, 42 minutes. So it's a perfect little flight. Not too long of a cruise, and should be good for the return, like I said. We'll go to PACX, which we should start now to get a few passengers going. They're on, and we'll jump into the AOC weight and balance, and we'll grab that. See how many people are going tonight. 111 people going down to Paris, and we'll start them boarding. And with that complete, we'll jump into the init, and we'll do the init request. There we go. So our alternative is Brussels from Paris Charles de Gaulle, apparently. Cost index of 44, and the cruise at 230. I got a feeling that that cruise level will be a step climb, because even at 42 minutes we should have a higher cruise than that. Let's have a look. Actually not, so our cruise actually is 250 for the cruise. We'll just change that. And take that off, and we're going to do init B. We can grab the 0 fuel weight, should go straight in, which it has. Block fuel, we got 6 tons. And the we will get the alternate fuel from the OFP. Alternate is 1.5 tons to get to Brussels. That can go in the alternate. There we go. Have a look at that. Alternate is now 1.5, gives us 44 minutes flying time, and still with that we got an extra hour and 30 minutes of fuel up to Paris. Right, let's go and grab what else we need to do. Let's get the trip wind off this OFP as well. Trip wind is. Yo, Av Gamer buddy, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. Hope your day's been well. Or day's been good even. Either or. So average wind component is plus 28. So we'll go down and we'll bunk that in the McDo as well, into where it says trip wind. That gives us a tailwind of 28 knots, which is what everyone likes to see, a bit of a tailwind. So, with that in, that's init A, init B is complete. Yeah, we've got cost index 44. We'll change the cruise to 250, and we'll go and do the flight plan, which is from Gatwick. Departure out of, we said 27 left, I believe. Where is it at? Sorry, 26 left. We're going to go out at 26 left. And we're going to do the Hardy 1 X-ray, because we are Hardy boys. Right, anyway, Hardy 1 X-ray. That takes us out of Gatwick, and we'll insert that into Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to do the ILS.
At this time, please be sure to make
27
sure all
left.
large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items
And that is going to be the BIVAX 9 Victor. There. And this is where we need the charts to have a look at the wires. So, very clever, I haven't got the stuff up.
Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way.
So it goes via
if you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the
BIVAX is here we go, BIVAX 9 Whiskey. We're doing 9 Victor, where is 9 Victor?
That way you can be received. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask
There's
that
9 Victor
laptops,
arrival.
tablets, and any other
We're back to level 1. Oh, so it's not. It's a DME arc over to Mopar. And it goes via. Where's the vias then? Mopar. So it does have Mopar in, so we'll pick Mopar for now. We can always jiggle that around. Jiggle that around just as far. Whoa. Jiggle that around before we actually arrive. So Mopar was on that chart, so we'll bang that in. Actually, we don't need that. So we should have a look on that. Should take us all the way down to Hardy. We'll get a shot of that discontinuity. You start and push back, Ollie already. Jeez. Petax, flap 1, flap 2, bivacs. Discontinuity. Get rid of that. And it's not put the end of that flight plan in, has it? So let's just go back. It was 27 left. Bivacs, 9 X-ray. 9 Victor. Oh no, let's have a look. 9 Victor, sorry. 9 Victor is that one. And it's going via Mopar. What is this doing? Right. 27 left. 9 Victor. Mopar. There we go. Insert. There we are. Finally. We are getting somewhere. So. Hardy, then Petax, Bivacs. Mopar, and then a bit of a manual leg after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 2125, which
Can't
serves
delete
to
that.
Paris. Our flight
Cool,
time
right,
is
let's just have a quick look.
42 minutes. Please note
Have a quick look on the plan, and we'll skip through this.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed.
There we go, out of Gatwick.
Already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify
Bogner Hardy,
that it's low and
Petax.
across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
And then we'll probably have discontinuity onto there. There it is. So from PG 538, sorry 536, then it's got manual, which will be up to us to fly that in. Right, cool. Anyway, we can do that. Right, so passengers are all sorted. What is my sim doing here? Jeez. Behave. Holy moly. Right, there we go. So flight plan is done. Last thing to do is performance. Performance. And the obviously, and the stop altitude. If I made anyone feel sick then with jiggling that mouse around, I do apologise, but I'm not sure what was happening just then. So stop altitude is going to be 555 to begin with, then 6 out to Hardy at 6. So we will put in 5 in to begin with, that is fine. And performance time. So here we go. Gonna grab the just grab the performance chart off here. Here we go. Charts. Airport info for Gatwick. Runway is 258 degrees. Elevation for 26 left is 196 feet. Runway length is 3316. And we have the weather in Gatwick. Massively warm, 3 degrees. and we said the QNH was... QNH is 1017. Good, we just need the wind data. Just grab that quickly. Wind is 310, 4 knots. 310 at 4, temperature, yeah, 3, low -1. And we'll get the, I'm just going to quickly grab the init stuff for it. So takeoff weight, 59.8. 0.8 tons, and the CG is 24.8. So with that all inputted in, we can do config 1 plus F. Anti-ice will be on because of the temperature. Let's go engine only for now. Engine only. So there you go. Flex of 55, 45, 46, 47 for the V speeds. Put this in. Performance. So we got 145 for V1. 146 is VR. V2 is 147. Flap 1 takeoff, which is up 0.8 for the trim. Flaps, and then flex of 55 degrees. Perfect. Right, so that is all set up. We have a flight plan, we have the fuel, we have performance, we've got the stop altitude, we've got the QNH, and we have everything else. So we have passengers, seatbelt sign needs to be on now, fuel pumps can come on as well. And guys, I reckon it is time to we'll grab the push. Grab the push, call the tug.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
One last thing to check. Are the doors closed? Yes. Very good. So we're going to test out the VNAV. Second, once this decides it's going to wake up. You're coming now to good. Which server are we on? North Europe server. And Ollie, you've spawned at the wrong airport. Whoops. Hopefully we should have a tug. There it is.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches.
How cool does that look? F-18 just taken off
Standing by
as
for
well.
pushback.
Very nice. So what else we need to do? Let's release the parking brake. Just find out which way we want to push. We really want to push back towards this this aircraft just here. Cruising altitude to 250. Not very high because it's not a very long flight. Yeah, cruising 250. Yeah, we're going to push back that way.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
There's the parking brake off.
Parking brakes are released.
Cruise speed will be whatever
Commencing pushback.
the aircraft reckons. Take. You don't need to input that. Start engine 2. Get ourselves out to have a look. Oh, there's Avgamer. You're gonna spawn on the runway,
Ladies and
Fred.
gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
There goes engine 2. Awesome stuff. So we'll just jump back in the flight deck in a sec, just to check on one or two things. Just we'll get pushed back first for a minute. liveries teak, you need to go to flightsim.to. I'll pop it in the there you go. You pop to there, search for whatever you want.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft.
And then just download it, unzip it, and then dump it into your community folder. Next time you fire up the flight sim, they should be there for you to pick.
First, check your seatbelt.
But make sure you download the right one, because there'll be a version for the default A320, and if you're using the Fly By Wire one, you need to make sure you get the one that's compatible with that.
You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt.
We'll hold that there.
We'll provide extension
Parking brake set. Stop, push back.
We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off.
Parking brake set.
Your life jacket is either beside
And
or
I'm going
underneath
to
your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head.
get these lights on
Fasten the
quickly.
tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave
A good start on
the
engine
aircraft.
2. We'll have engine
We will
1.
supply life cots for babies and life jackets
Start
for
the clock.
children. In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing,
We'll
you'll
just
be
wait
told
for
to
this
take this protective brace
good start
position.
on engine
But when
1. There's the
seated
N2.
facing rearwards in Club World, you must adopt this position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from
Just
the
looking,
aircraft.
did my internet drop
If
out
the
then, guys?
aircraft has landed on water,
OBS
these
was
slides
showing I was,
detach to form rafts.
Pushing out
As you leave
0
the
frames then
aircraft,
for a minute.
inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag.
Bit,
If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to
bit
top
annoying.
up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle.
just double check what's going on.
Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the
I
cabin
think
air
according to
system should
OBS we are
fail,
back on,
this will be released.
hopefully.
Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your
But we do have a
supply.
good engine
Please
start
note
on
that the
engine
band
2.
does not inflate.
Get the
Place it over
AP
your mouth and nose
APU
and adjust
off.
the band to secure it. Then breathe
And
normally.
we're going to get ourselves
Do make
underway.
sure your own mask is
Yeah, I'm not sure what
correctly
happened. My
fitted
internet
before
seemed to have
helping
dropped out
anyone
then
else.
for a second.
In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need to reach through the
Hopefully it'll
dividing
come back.
screen
If
to
I'm not back
retrieve
now,
your
then
mask. All electronic devices, including
we are
mobile
gonna get
phones,
going.
must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach,
There we go.
and landing.
Here we are now
Please
taxiing out to
ensure
Gatwick.
your mobile phone
Let's
and
just
any
make sure with the
devices that
charts,
can
I'm
send
going to head the
or
right way in a
receive
second.
calls or text messages
Should be a right hand
remain
turn
off
here,
for the
around
flight.
Pier 2.
Any items with a flight
And then,
safe mode should have this feature enabled now.
Get
Some
ourselves
electronic devices can be used
in
once
somewhat
we're
position.
airborne.
We're going to go and
Please
squish
check
this,
High Life magazine.
squish this
Take
follow
care
me
your
car
hand
and the
baggage
bus.
isn't blocking the aisles or exits.
Because I mean, why the hell would
Must
they
be
be on a
put under the
taxiway?
seat in front of you or in an
That'll
overhead
cause a nice
locker.
little explosion with a
Place
fuel truck
items
being
in the
crushed
locker
by a jet.
carefully, as they may fall and injure someone.
We're going to take the
As we prepare
the
for
next
takeoff,
left on
please
to
make sure
November.
that your tray table is put away. Your seat is upright and your armrest is down.
Kilo,
Please stow
sorry.
your individual
Then
video
onto,
screen
onto
and
November.
footstool if you have them. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket.
If my charts
If you
are
have any
correct, we need to just
questions, please ask your crew.
keep taxing on
We
straight
hope
on.
you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
And should hopefully be in some sort of position to be near a runway. Straight down, and it's a slight left-hand turn somewhere towards this geezer. There's Avgamer. We'll go and find him. Catch up in a minute. Slow down a second and head this way. And then runway ahead, there it is. This is where we want to be. I'm gonna hold short just here 1 sec while the last few checks. Get a bit of lightage going on up here. Anyway, landing lights on, that can come on, that can go to takeoff. Everything else is tickety-boo. We will arm the spoilers. Auto brake can come to max. And cabin needs a bit of a ding. Ding the cabin. Here we go. And the takeoff config check. is done and is normal. We got flaps 1 auto brake on. Oh, there's a plane going through a plane. There is Teak. Go and get ourselves sorted once Teak is taken off. There he goes. Double check this way. Double check that way. There could be traffic any which direction. Assuming that we're going to get ourselves nicely lined up in a minute. Give him a bit of spacing. But hopefully it'll give us a good idea to check out this this TCAS. Right, we'll go there. We're lined up. Imagine we're beginning our line. We've been given our lineup clearance. TCAS can go to TAR out. That can come back to norm. Double check the rudder trim. Fine. So we'll give this geezer just a couple of minutes, and we'll get ourselves going. You're pushing back for the second time, Oliver. Jeez. Right then, we will just get ourselves going. I reckon that's enough. 1800 feet. Let's go catch him up. So 50% on the N1 comes. Release toe brakes. 1, 2 clicks forward. There go man flex 55 SRS runway. Auto thrust is armed in blue. 5000 magenta. Got that forward pressure on the side stick. For now, there's 80 knots. 100 knots, side stick back to neutral. And there's V1. And rotate. Up we go. Onto the flight directors. Positive climb, the gear's coming up. And guys, there we are, away out of Gatwick. Not sure why these aren't lighting up that speed. There we are. So this has got TCAS traffic already. The TCAS warning. I'm going to double check why that's not actually giving us a full. I can go to above for now. There we go. Lever climb. There we go. Thrust climb, climb nav. 5000 blue. And we'll let this new VNAV do its job. We have 5000 set. This will hopefully fly us to our correct levels and speeds. There's a flap retract. Teak, how do you do VNAV? If you want, you need to either use your vertical speed if you haven't got the new Fly By Wire mod, or just use your altitude knob. Just either pull it or push it forward, whichever one you need, and it'll climb to your required altitude. Yeah, wind in whatever you need here, pull it forwards, or for open climb, push it forward for managed climb. There is Alt Star, 5000 feet. And we have TCAS is on, it's definitely on, isn't it? Yes. Good. Pop that out. And away we go out of London. How cool does that look? You get navigation, Teak. You need to make sure all three of you've got 3 dash lines on the heading bug. If you have a heading like this, for example, just push it forward, and it'll put 3 dash lines in, and it should follow whatever flight plan you have on your ND screen. Have you got autopilot engaged just here, Teak? Press the AP1 button. AP is on, so it should be, if you're in vertical speed mode, it'll climb. The nav mode should just work. If you haven't got it, like I said, we're in nav mode here. As you can see, if I pull this one, it'll put it on heading mode. And push it, it'll go back to nav. There's either something not quite right there, Teak, if it's not following your flight plan that's in on your ND and in your McDo. So yeah, on the top here, if you're in heading mode, I pull it, it now changes to heading, HDG, which will fly whatever heading is now on your EFIS. To put it back into nav mode, you need to push it forward, and it goes back into nav, and it'll follow your flight plan. Yeah, so either pull it from the bottom, or push it from the top. That should help you out, hopefully. In nav now, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Let me just check our departure out here. So we're 5,000 feet all the way to Kilo Sierra 25. So if I whack in now our cruise, this should just follow it out and then climb and put that in manage. There we go. Alt restriction 6,000. So this is the new VNAV. VNAV working now. It'll keep us, it's going to climb us to 6,000 feet. And then it should keep us at 6,000 feet till we can climb any higher. Which is rather cool. So have you shot off in the wrong direction then, Teak, after that? Oh, there you are there. Just off our left hand side. Very good. So yeah, there we go. It's going to level off at 6,000. It should show us the next level underneath. And we have a bit of traffic, but that's 6,300 feet above us and descending. With that easy 8704. So alt constraint star. And it should, now I put in our cruise level, it'll keep us at whatever's in the nav. Which is what we've been missing from this. It's what we've been missing from this aircraft for a while now. But hopefully, if it does what it says on the tin, it'll be pretty good. We'll keep it at 6,000. We haven't gone past 6,000, so we're still at altitude at the minute. Once we go above 6,000, it'll then be a flight level. Pretty awesome, really. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened with my internet at the beginning, but I think I got cut off for whatever reason. However. Just check that we are still on all platforms, which we are. Good. Alright, let's get a bit of music on. We sat here for a minute or two. How do you set auto throttle? Auto throttle teak should be, there we go, 6,000, it's there. Auto throttle is just below the AP button. If it's lit in green, then it should be armed, but make sure that your thrust levers are in the climb gate. So it should say, that's where you should have them for the remainder of the flight until we land. You'd have them in toga to take off or flex, and then it'll be flashing lever climb underneath your speed. So if you got auto throttle armed just there, make sure that your thrust levers are both in the climb gate, just here. And there we go, we're out the restriction. And we can pull standard, and we're now climbing away. Your sim froze then, oh dear, Avgamer, that's no good. Crashed the desktop, ouch. So obviously the VNAV is experimental, which it shouldn't have climbed us up to 250 yet, because at Hardy we still have a restriction of not above or below 6,000 feet. That's not quite worked out properly.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of...
Have you made it off the ground yet then, Oliver? There you are, 4,000 feet, I can see you. Cool. There's Teak. And unfortunately, Avgamer, are you going to reload back in or not? Or are you going to be, is that you done with the sim? There we are, climbing out over the English Channel.
Turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated.
So yeah, the VNAV didn't quite do its job. Didn't quite do its job like it should have done. But it's not a long flight. We're going to have to start setting up for the arrival before we've even got in the cruise, really. We've only got 200 miles left to run, so... Cancel waypoints out of the flight plan. All you got to do is hit the clear button and delete whichever one you don't need. Just click the left stroke key next to it and it'll get rid of it for you. Well, let's get a bit of brightness there, a little bit of that. So, do a bit of fixed info jobby just here and look at the arrival that we're going to fly. So our bivac's not above flight level 240, not above 240 there. Mopar, not above flight level 120 or flight level 110 below. 9 Victor at Koliv, not above flight level 130. So at Koliv, that's where we're going to start. 130. Well, we will do the return Avgamer. We're going to be down in Paris very, very soon if you want to start from there. Put Koliv in. And the restriction being 130. This should be an exciting could be an exciting arrival. Like I said, I haven't done this for a while. 38 miles. Let's put 38 in there. Is a radius. There it is. We should see that straight away. There it is. So that is actual initial descent. And we're just going to go direct to Ziddle for now. Clear out that little bit of crap. There we are. Oliver, I've not decided which weekend it'll be. It'll definitely be a weekend, but probably not this weekend. And Smile, Castle Buddy, welcome along. How's it going, mate? Hope your day has been well. Hope been good again. So yeah, what we're doing now, charts again. Very, very quick flight. We're going to be there in about 20 minutes. So there we are, that's Koliv put in for that part of that arrival. We need to get the chart for 27 left. Literally up and down. You haven't even got time for a stick shaker event in this one, Smile Castle. Or I haven't. 27 left. 27 left. There it is. Lock. $5,000 feet. So, where the hell? Oh, there's Mopar. Missed approach with lost comms. Mopar is here. So we're going to come in this way by looks things and then into there. So, that is interesting. Oh, nav initial. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at this. Mopro, Mopar, Banox. Not that one. Secure by 2, you smell the garlic, yeah. Exactly. Holy guacamole, what the hell. That's from the southwest, that's from the east. Collive is a Mopar 6 whiskey. And we're doing the Bivax 9 Victor. Bivax 9 Victor whiskey. 9 Victor is here. Bibber 1, Bibber 2, Bibber 3, Bibber 4. And if you have 5 Bibbers, you mean a mess, I think. So we got Bivax 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then Collive, Mopar, PG 534, then Creel. I did see Creel on here somewhere. Where the hell is that? Flight plan looks about right. In there, DME arc, and then down this way. What we'll do is... This is going to be exciting. Fixed info, and we're going to do the extended center line so we can do it ourselves. L, F, P, G. 27 left. And
as this is a shorter flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service. Please let us know if there's anything
airport
you can do
stuff.
to make your flight more enjoyable, and we will assist you.
Wow, 27 left. There it is. Reciprocal being 084. 84 for that radial. Right. That's not the final Smile Castle. We've still got to go round after that, I think. We're doing something. Yeah, so after that, vector ourselves in. As long as we're at 5,000 feet somewhere here. And there we go, flaps 2, flap 1, flap 2, land. Lucky I could join your flight, so I spawned right here. Have gamer, nice. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll start our descent shortly. In fact, very shortly. Well, then again, we're going to fly right round that ring I put in there. We're not going to cross it. So descent is at Bibber 5. Descent, yeah, descent at Bibber 5. More or less. Then after that, straight line. We'll go past the airport and then we'll use that extended centre line to bring us on to final. We're going to we'll pull the head in. We'll fly parallel with the airport and then we'll make a loopy doopy round in. That's the plan. That is the plan. So you're behind now, Av Gamer. Have a look. Oh, there's Teak. Av Gamer, Ollie. Cool. Busy heading towards France. Let's see how this works out. We've got that set up. We need a bit of destination data. Go in. The Lando BA. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Very nice. What we're doing. Performance. weather time. This is one of the quickest flights I've done, I think. LFPG. So, QNH 1017. 1017. Temperature 4 degrees. 274 knots. For the wind, transition's fine, and the barrel ref. No, you're right there, Smalk. Not enough time to configure everything up. You need. That's why you need two people on this flight deck, I reckon. Cat C 578. Sorry, 587 even. Done. Good stuff. Get rid of that. But we're still flying this little arc nicely. Quite nice. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, we're going to fly around here and then we'll start descent just there. And then sort ourselves out after that. Yeah, we're literally skirting around our arc for top of descent for now. But it's flying it very nicely. Very nicely. Now we're going down to initially 13,000. It looks quite nice. Hopefully Ollie will see a bit of it on the way in. Yeah, we haven't got that far to run. 130 miles. Just go and whack something in the progress page. LFPG 27 left. There is 81 miles to run. So could we do anything different? Really, not yet. I think maybe just before we're going to come and fly literally parallel with this route, I think, and then we'll start our descent down to 5,000 feet, and then we'll bring ourselves in. No, exactly. Yeah, 100 knots on the approach the other day was quite something. 52 knots from the north at the minute, so that's not too bad. There's nothing like getting your tail strike, Smile Castle. That being said, it depends on who's doing it and what with. So right, where's these charts? Because I've got no idea what the hell we're doing for this approach here. This has confused the living shit out of me at the minute. Nice if flying this arc here at the minute anyway. So Bivac 9 Victor, routing is Bivax Bibba 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colive, then Mopar, which we have in. After that we got PG 534. If anyone can see PG 534, do let me know where the hell that is. PG 534 is not on there. Have a look on here. PG 534, there it is. So we are then, it's the Mopar 6 Whiskey arrival. Looking at that. And then you're off on the Vector by yourself. So yeah, that works out. That's why you need ATC to vector you in after that point, because that is just an infinite line now. So what these what these arrows mean is, if at this point you haven't been told anything else by ATC, you continue on that heading of 099 until they tell you to do something. So which is why in the flight plan, if you have a look, we'll now have, after Creel, we have manual, and that is just up to us to sort that out. Yo James, hello buddy, how's it going mate? Right, descending now to 130, there it is. Put it in managed descent, see if it gets us there. It's thrown us back to 250 knots already. Plane reckons it's going to make it, so we'll let it do its thing. And there is the Dusty. How's your day been, James? Hope it's been well, or hope it's been good even. Have gamer going down. We are coming back now to 250 knots. Whoosh, there's that sour restriction. We've got 31 miles to lose. Yeah, 10,000 feet, so that's not too it's not too bad. Should work out all right. Might just be a smidge high. But I'm trying to give it a bit of speed brake just to this LNAV on here is doing a right royal crap job of keeping us where we want to be, isn't it? Jeez, it's all over the place. Alright, that can go there. You're flying the Typhoon from Newcastle to Gatwick. It's probably takes about 10 minutes, yeah, more than likely. Well, we're not far from Gatwick. We started in Gatwick and we're heading to down into Paris. And then we're going to do the return, and we'll probably see you back in. Gatwick very soon. So, 10,000 feet, 30 miles, and we've got 25. Right, bit of speed brake. Let's help the plane out a bit. The first restriction is that, and then so we're going to pop in 11,000 for now. Let's just see what this plane wants to do. Two seconds, Gamer. My the chat bot is being, well, it's being a bot and it's not working. 2 seconds. I'll just wake it back up for you. Right, the bot should be working again now. If you type in exclamation mark flight, ideally it should give you some information. There you go, I'm 59 miles out. Right, so there we are. Coming down. Wind that back in a sec. Yeah, 6,000 feet, 6.3s at 18, we've got 15, so pretty much, it's definitely going to make that restriction. And that one after that. So the airport is over there. Right, cool. I think I've got an idea of what we're doing. So from Mopar, we're just going to continue the heading out. And then vector ourselves in. Come down to 5,000 feet. And that should sort us out. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Yeah, so we're here. We got anything to be aware of height-wise around the airport? Oh no, 3,200. That'll be why 5,000 is the platform altitude. Good. I think I've got an idea of what we're doing. Quite a stressful flight. This been short and an airport I've never been into before. Quite challenging. Let's have a quick look outside. I mean, how cool does that airplane look? It's awesome, isn't it? Nothing like the old Landor British Airways livery. Much prefer this one to the one they use at the minute. Pretty cool. The traffic, yeah, good point. Mark, it doesn't seem that busy at the minute, but yeah, we'll have a look when we get there. Nothing shown on TCAS at the minute. Anyone in front of us, really? But we'll do the left-hand circuit to land. Last night, Smile Castle, did you see the landing last night or not? -109 into Albia. Lights can come
Gentlemen,
on.
the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, 109 into Albia. That was very nice. So 11,000 feet. Let's get the LS on. Double check it's tuned something up. Because if it hasn't, then that could be a problem. 110.7. Look, 110.7. So that's yeah. Last night in the Mile Castle was it was almost like you could get some. I'm sure you'll be aware, James, that the stories you could find in Gotham City and Newcastle if you went in there, or into Gotham, whatever it used to be called. There was always some dodgy story in there, wasn't there? Right, speed brake and bugger off. And we are, how far are we out now? Let's have a look, then this will work out our... So 34 miles, 10,000 feet. So if we come down to... Start bringing this down a little bit further. Come down to 6,000. just keep that in managed descent for now. That might just come down at 1,000 feet per minute. If it does, then we'll go to open descent and finesse it with a bit of vertical speed. That might just do 1,000 feet per minute. Yeah, 1,000 feet per minute.
We have begun our final descent into Paris. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
This is best get some views of Paris on the way in. I think the airport slightly to the north of Paris. It is, yeah. So that's essentially what we've done, and then the flight plan gives up, and we'll come in this way in somehow. They're going to be the slowest descent in history, this. So there's the airport. There's PG 536, which is the last waypoint before we have to continue that heading of 099 and then join the centre fix for 27 left. Is Av Gamer making his arrival? Let's have a quick look. Where's Ollie gone? Is he gone? Oh. There's the airport there. You want to approach, are you, Ollie? There's 6,000 level off. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I didn't know what to put on, to be honest. I get bored of stuff quite easily with music that are copyright free. But this is, I'll show you what this is while we're doing this. This is through Epidemic Music. And it's synth pop, relaxing and sentimental. There you go. But these are all, it's a subscription service, costs like £8 a month or something like that. But it clears you for use along on Twitch and YouTube, Facebook. So you don't get any copyright claims. There we are, 6,000 feet now. And we just have to get ourselves on the centre fix. This could be something you'd put on Eurovision. So may as well do our pre-landing bits and bobs. We'll set auto brake to low. Well, we can do that at least. No, don't do that, mouse. Don't do that. Just take a direct to that last waypoint for now. Go. There we go. We can get that on. Let's get the lock on. Approach. And just AP2 for now. And yeah, this line now, this being the last waypoint, this will just continue on and on and on until ATC told you to do something differently. If we check the chart, it should show us doing something a bit like that. We're leaving this chart now, and the initial approach is this way, and then 27 left, just here somewhere. You had to stop at Dishford. Could you not have made it down to Weatherby Services to get some? I need a wee bit of Paris coming in. So let's just got a £16,000 service bill, so blew it up. There's centre fix for 27, 5,000 feet. And now that's bringing us back onto that manual heading now of 299. So I reckon centre fix or final fix, we can we're going to cut across and then fly in. So I might just set a direct to centre fix, 27 left, direct. Then we'll start making our turn now. That is 13 miles, so in 10 miles we'll start coming down, but what we'll do is we'll go and activate that approach phase. Last cigarette. Oh, last cigarette, yeah. Last cigarette 78. You can't get fuel at Dishford. No, Weatherby Services will have some. Oh, come on. Turn left plane. Turn left plane. Left. Because 13 miles is not enough. If it was going to keep going down there, that is not enough. That's better. Something like that. Right, that will get us back onto where we want to be. Not the centre fix, but the final fix will do. 12 miles, we best, we'll configure now. And I'm going to fly it on the heading. I'm going to bring us flap 1 and just bring this back round again. It's going to be a very short final, 7.5 miles more than less, just under 10 miles for final. We're going to get this right. This is where being a pro pilot always pays off. Right, Right, QNH is still set 1017. We are flap 1, 6,000 feet. Let's just come down to 5,000 now. And we'll fly towards that blue dash line. Which, yeah, it's going to be So James, HDG is where we're flying the heading now south. And if we were to push it back, it will say nav, which is the plane following the autopilot. There's lock start. We'll come on the localize now at 12.3 miles. So yeah, heading is where we've manually set what heading we want to fly. Nav is the plane flying the flight plan that you put into the flight computer. Let's take flap 2. And there comes the runways, very nice. I would like to slow down a bit though, somehow. Our speed is going up for some reason. Why is it going up? Check out the anchor. I'm going to have to do something here because this happened the other night. Well, we're now flap 2 but risk over speeding. I'm sure it's speed brake. 9.7 miles, that is far too fast to be coming in here. Very fast. Right, there comes 180. Flap 3 is anywhere below 200 knots. So I'm going to chuck that out now as well. Ooh, just. Bit more drag will drop the gear as well. 2,500. Let's stop this stop this music a sec. Not coming down very fast to speed, is it, at all? That's with speed brake out, which can't be out for much longer. We need a bit of auto brake on. Orders round. That's better. Flap full, gears down. 6.4 miles. There we go. 6 miles, 2,000 feet. Can work out fine at 3 miles per 1,000 feet. Should be good. And at 18 knot headwind just off the right hand side. Cool. Cabin. Give them a ding dong.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
The airport elevation down here, 400 feet. That's about right, 400 feet difference in the two, so that's fine. Everything's tickety-boo. Thousand feet checked and stable. Two whites, two reds on the pappies as well. Just didn't check where we are going to vacate off here either. Two-7 left if we try and vacate at Yankee 3 or better. We'll end up in the little pier terminal just there by that SAS. This German spy.
500.
Here we go, 500 feet.
400.
I reckon we're too high on the pappies, but we're bang on the glide.
100 above.
Keep that coming down. Little bit of rudder.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Versus. And decel. $60 knots, reverse idle, and auto brake is off. Well, that wasn't too bad. I think I just caught that on the thing. That was about 260, was it? That landing. There we are. Welcome down to. Yeah, it looked better than you right there. It was very nice. I thought that was good. Welcome down to Paris. Vacate just here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris. The local time is 5:52 p.m.
And we
it's currently
vacated at
about
Yankee
3
2.
degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary.
So we're going to hang a left.
Continuation of your
Just
journey.
here. See how much we get lost in. I don't think this is a nice airport to taxi around. Keep coming to the left. I'm going to try and find that pier terminal because it looks quite good. Back in this way. Where I want to be, I think. Red lights. Rather than the next right. APU's on. Look how cool does that mean? This is stock scenery as well. That looks pretty cool. Need to find an empty stand. Go in this way somewhere. I'm going to slow down just a smidge. Hoping this is a stand just here. Well, it is another airplane in the way, but we are going to go straight through it. Stop, they're out there. There you go, let's park and brake on. APU's available, so we can engine 2, engine 1. But grab some stairs for the passengers. Forward door, passengers. Baggage, external power, aft door, and catering. There we go, guys. Actually, I've not turned off for blinding people on the ground. There we go. Yeah, welcome down to Paris. It wasn't too bad an arrival, actually. The first time that I've done that, so it's quite enjoyed that. Actually, it was quite nice. Well, the plane wasn't doing what it was told on the way in. I reckon we didn't do too bad getting down at all. So let's see. That reckoned 260. What did Volanta reckon that was? There you go, Smile Castle. That's 192. 192. More like it. Alright, we'll let these passengers get themselves away. And do you guys want me to do the return flight back to Gatwick? What time are we at? 7:30. If you guys want me to do the return, we can do the return. If you want to leave it there and come back tomorrow for a bit of a longer one, then we can do that as well. It's entirely up to you. You want me to do the return, Smile Castle? No worries. Let's do the return then. So we'll let these passengers get themselves doing that. I'll make a new flight plan. The stream title says Heathrow, does it? I'll tell you why that is. Let me just change that. We were going to fly from Heathrow, but when I loaded up into Heathrow just to check what it was like, and I had jetways in the plane but no terminal. So that'll be the reason why that says Gatwick. I forgot it says Heathrow because I forgot to change it. Let me copy that. Do that. There you go. That should be changed now. Yeah, no. So I had a jet bridge, had a plane, but literally there was no terminal. It had all disappeared. Hence the reason why I picked Gatwick. Right, so let's get a flight plan sorted out. Back into Gatwick. New flight. Go. Flight plan. Literally the flight plan has the departure, a waypoint, an airway, and arrival. Generate that quickly. Reset it in Navigraph so I got the charts. That can go, that can go. Flights, new flight, and there we go, from Simbrief. Here it comes. Literally the shortest hop. Departure, arrival, airport. So, I'll get that sorted. Doing a 1 Golf arrival. There, and runway 26 left. Taxi, not that one, approach 26. There's 26 left. 26 left is there. Pop that in. That comes via Mayfield and then in the ILS. That's the initial approach. That must be the final approach. Yeah. Right, so that's charge sorted. That's passengers buggered off. We'll reset that in back X. Do that. Next. And we'll have a custom safety brief for BA, and we'll get passengers back on again. There they go. And fuel, how much fuel we got here? 4.2 tons, and we need stock fuel 4.3. We got 4.2. Let's just add a quick ton fuel on. Not that you should do that when passengers are coming on the plane, but let's just have a 5.3. Let's go to McDo. At 2. AOC. Minute press. Grab the new stuff. There we go. Paris to Gatwick. Estimate time en route 37 minutes. Very quick flight. AOC. Wait, balance. There, send that off. 158 going back. Boarding's done. Init press, init request. Speedbird 2126 now going back. Alternate being back to Paris Charles de Gaulle. And cruising at flight level 300 as if we'll get that high. As if we'll get that high. Fuel is 5.3. And the alternate is 1.8 tons. Yep. And that still gives an extra 47 minutes flying time as well. Average wind minus 40. The headwind of 40 knots, which is fine. And departure out. Departure out is off 27 left, which is the runway we just landed on. Seven left, and we are doing the Opal 5 Alpha departure. Opal 5 Alpha. Going. And arrival into Gatwick, it was 26 left. There it is, 26 left. And we were doing the QNAV 1 Golf. QNAV 1 Golf. Via, I assume this is going to be, is it Willow? QNAV Timber. One of the two. Insert that. Get rid of that discontinuity that's there. Get rid of the charts. 178 miles to go. Not far. Get that off. That's the plan. I can go back 10 miles. And the initial departure out of Paris is initial climb theme, flight level 100. And we'll do the perf. Flap 1 up 0.8. Flex 55. And we'll take the V speeds from this. 131, 132, 136. Yeah. So we are literally just waiting for passengers to become available. We'll get the APU bleed on now. Strobe on, beacon on, nav logo can come on. Seatbelt signs are all still on from the arrival.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
And
when you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller
Plane getting
items
loaded up.
underneath the seat in front of you.
Just while that loads
Unless
up,
you're in
I'm
the
just going to
front
dick you
row,
off
please
and go
place
to
all of your
the
items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble
you're off
finding
Av Gamer. See you later, mate.
carry-on items,
Oliver.
please let the flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist.
No worries, buddy.
If the overhead bin
Hope
is
your first day of
full,
school goes
please
back,
close
goes
it and
okay
distribute
tomorrow for you.
to other passengers.
We've plenty of other
Please
streams for you to join in
double-check
on.
that all your items are
We'll
put away so
still be
that
streaming
the
most
aisle is
nights.
clear and other passengers can make
So
their
plenty
seats.
more for you to
If you're in an emergency exit
catch up
row,
on.
please leave exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If
So
you're
anyway,
not
when
able
that does that,
comply
I'm going
with
to
these
quickly go
actions, please let the flight
quickly
attendant
go for that stick
way
shaker,
you can be seated.
and I'll be back in a minute or two.
Use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard. you are.
Right then, I think that's our passengers all on. Let's get ourselves push back. Get that. Push back, fella. Right, which way do we want to head? 427 left then. Let's have a look. If we push back and we're going to head all the way down Quebec, and we'll go Quebec 3 for the departure. Right, so let's get pushed back.
Good evening, ladies and
Parking
gentlemen,
brakes
and
off.
welcome aboard Flight 2126 with service to London Gatwick. Our flight time will
And
be
we'll go a bit
roughly
backwards.
37 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
And we'll start engine 2. There it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Anyone know why altitude hold isn't working in autopilot? Just seems to do what it wants. 4,000 feet. You haven't got any vertical speed set, have you, James? Or anything like that? Oh, wrong way.
Now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important that you pay attention and follow instructions.
So hopefully
carefully.
I am pushing us back in the right direction tonight.
Check your seatbelt is securely
Looks like it is.
fastened. Insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the buckle and pull apart. You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign
Maintaining
is off.
6,000, so
Your
maybe
life
it's
jacket is
autopilot
either
movement out the
beside
front.
or underneath your
It could be
seat.
that, or
To use it,
is
take
your
it out of the container and place it over your
just
head.
hold that there a sec.
Pass the tapes around your waist
And go on.
and tie them
Stop, push
securely
back.
in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you
Is
leave
your
the
altimeter
aircraft.
set at the right
We will supply life
setting?
cots for babies and
The
life
QNH
jackets
will
for
affect
children.
your altitude as
In
well.
the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective
engine number
brace
1 going.
position. But when seated facing rearwards in Club World, you must
Set
adopt
flap
this
1.
position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit,
brake to max.
taking nothing with you. High-heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide.
Yeah, if your QNH is
Emergency
off by
lighting,
quite a bit,
including
that'll
floor-level lighting,
affect your
will help
altitude
you
as
find
well.
your way to the exits. These are clearly signed. There are 2 exits at the rear of the aircraft and 2 at the front of each cabin section. Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you. To open the doors, move the handle in the direction of the red arrow. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be
There goes
inflated
again one.
by pulling this handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides detach to form rafts. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your
And there
life
you go,
jacket
that's the
by
veil.
pulling the red
APU can
tag.
come off, that can come off.
If necessary, blow into
Taxi
this
lights
mouthpiece
on,
to top up the air.
and
The life jacket
Why
is
not have
fitted
the
with
wing
a
light on
light
as well?
and a whistle.
Right, let's get ourselves,
Your oxygen
get ourselves
mask
away.
is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in
Parking
your
brakes
seat
off.
and pull the
Let's
mask
go back
towards
to,
you
let's go
open
back to
your
Gatwick.
supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it, then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need to reach through the dividing screen to retrieve your mask. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must be switched off, and all headsets
so there's
must
just
be
a
removed whenever the
long
engines are
taxi
running
following
on the
those
ground
green lights
during
all the way in the
takeoff, approach
distance.
and landing. Please
No.
ensure your mobile phone and any devices that can send or receive calls or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Some electronic devices can be used once we're airborne. Please check High Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or exits. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. But place items in the locker carefully.
I'm always tempted when a
as they may
taxi
fall
raise
and
this
injure
long,
someone.
just to whack it into
As we
toga and
prepare
take off
for
from it.
takeoff, please make
Just for
sure
a
that
laugh.
your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Please stow your individual video screen and footstool if you have them. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
Let's just get the cabin set down.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Takeoff config check. And we'll taxi all the way down, and we're going to take Quebec 3. I don't think we don't need full length. There's a massive
Please note,
runway.
the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If
Fourth-
you require additional lighting,
4,200
there's a
meter
light on the
runway
panel
this
above
one,
you.
so we can take not this left. We're going to take the second left, so not this one. Take this next one. I think if we just continue straight down, this should be Quebec. Well, it's going to be Quebec 4 for this departure out. There's Cat 2 hull point. There's a bit of elevation. There's the Cat 1 holding point. Just our few bits. That can come on. That can come on. That can come on. That can go to takeoff. Lit up like a Christmas tree. That looks pretty cool, all lit up like that, doesn't it? All the lights. I reckon we're good. We've got the V speed 131, 136, climb nav, 1 FD2, 10,000 feet is set, and 1 click, 2 clicks forward. Let's go to Gatwick. We are Manflex 55 SRS, auto thrust is armed in blue. 100 knots will release that side stick pressure, and there's V1, and rotate, up we go. Positive climb, the gear's coming up. And bye bye Paris. Let's leave the climb. First climb, nav. And we had no restrictions out at Paris here, no speed restrictions, and and the altitude stop climb was flight level 100, so that is all set. And that is 100 all the way out to Opal. So 175 feet, sorry, 175 miles left to run. We could just, we'll just whack this up to our cruise. It reckons 300 for the cruise. There we are. Flaps can go back to 0 and spoilers can be disarmed. So I think we're up in the cruise, getting there. Right, set standard. There's that set, and because it's such a short flight, we're going to go straight down and set up for the arrival already. Let's grab the arrival into Gatwick. So at Amduts, not above or below flight level 160, Timber flight level 70, and then from Timber we go up in this way in. Pretty straightforward, to be fair. Nothing's going to cause an issue on this one. So Amdut is the first restriction we have. Let's go and type that in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet.
Amdut.
You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
If we're at that, we need 44 miles. As a radius for our top drop to be there at the right point, and we're going to go and put in Echo Golf Kilo 2 something of something. See, what is it? 26 left. That can go in, and we'll just grab the Gatwick charts. 26 left, and 078 is the reciprocal radial out. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, first the top of drop is in 60 miles already. Landing lights can come off. Seatbelt sign off. Cool.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Cool, there we are. Whether we'll reach 300 for the cruise or whether we won't, I'm not entirely sure. But if we do, it'll only be for a very short time. That's the end of our departure there. So I wondered, James, whether if you got the QNH set properly, because that can cause your altitude to be different to what it's showing. If not, I can't think of anything else really, to be honest. If it's set properly in here, you have it on AP, autopilot's on, and altitude holds on, then there shouldn't be any reason why that wouldn't work that I can think of. If it's not holding you at 4,000 feet, but if it holds you properly at 6,000 feet, you could be right with the altitude limitations of it. But if you fly like a 320, you can put the autopilot in from as little as 200 feet off the ground. I mean, that shouldn't be an issue really. There we are, there's the end of our departure out of Paris. Literally 20 miles after that is top of drop. Very, very quick. So we left Gatwick an hour and 29 minutes ago. There's going to be less than 2 hours for the entire return trip. Very cool, there's Paris behind us. And there's that super cool BA Landor livery, look at that. Oh, there's Smile Castle in a 748. Wow. You trying to catch up, Smile Castle? Pretty cool. Right, good stuff. We might just reach 300. Doing 300 knots. So what am I doing? Well, we just converted to Mach. So we're doing a decimal 6.8 at the minute. And increasing. If we whiz that out. There we go, that's our arrival into Gatwick. Whether we fly the full arrival or we come from Amdut, blue line, and in. As long as we know what we need to be at Gatwick. Let's have a quick look. RS. Got the chart a second. We need the approach chart for, it says 26 left. There it is. Right, the platform is 2,000 into Gatwick. As long as we're at 2,000 feet, somewhere on this blue line, then all should be good. There's the little junior first officer nipping his head around the corner to find out what we're doing. So we're now at Opel. That's the end of our departure out of Paris, and yeah, literally, what we got, 20 miles to top a drop. Miles top a drop. So top a drop is going to be even before we leave France by the looks of things. But yeah, we'll take off in France and we'll start our arrival into London in France. Speed out star. Direct to Amdut, 60 miles. Speed out cruise. And it wants destination data already. So let's keep the airplane happy and we'll go and put that in. So we've got plenty of time to be doing what we need to do to get on the ground. So at the minute in Gatwick, wind is 280, 4 knots, QNH 1019. Temperature very chilly, 1 degree. 280, 4 knots. And the barrel ref for Gatwick is ref when the charts want to work. Ref 396. There it is, and it goes. That's that sorted. Top of drop now, very close, very close. So, in theory, if we now use this VNAV in here, if I put in flight level 70 there for timber, this should stop us at flight level 160 for now. And then descend us down after Amdut, because that is a hard restriction at flight level 160 there. So we'll give that a try. I mean, literally top of drop, here it is. So if we put this into managed descent in a second, it should come up as alt constraint 160 magenta. Fires down to that, and then back to down to 70 for timber. Ideally. There's top of drop. Right, at 160, that should be magenta because that is a hard restriction. Let's just check the flight plan, see what it's got in for Amdut. Alt constraint flight level 1600 there, so that is in. So it should ideally stop us at that flight level. Smile Castle, if you can hear this, there's a new alert put in on the sound dashboard, which I thought was quite amusing. So if I just press I just stopped this music for a second and just nip here. This you might find quite amusing if I play this for you.
Never gonna get down, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around, desert you.
There you go. That made me laugh when I first heard it. Yeah, that was me in the shower the other night. Yeah, that might be my fault. So 170, alt constraint flight level 160. There we go. That's working. That's the new VNAV doing its stuff. Very good. Very good. Beating Johnny Boy to it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Beating Johnny, that must have wiped out your channel points now, that has it now, Smile Castle. I'll let me whack the pole up for you, see if you can win some back. You resisted it playing into Paris. Cool. It is highly amusing. But I did like that other one.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the short duration of this flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service.
They're playing on TCAS 8,000 feet below us. You can either have a go with some channel points, guess landing rate or exclamation mark predict, and your landing rate in chat if you want to have a go and guess what this landing rate into Gatwick's going to be. There's Amdut. Do we now, if we could break off at Timber? I'm thinking we break off this flight plan. Timber and in, because that's got some weird shit going on for that that arrival there. Don't need to be doing all of that. So yeah, Timber. We're going to come off down to 4,000 after flight level 70 from Timber, down to 4,000 as we cut across here, and we're going to fly in 26 left that way. We'll just go and check the RadNav, make sure that's all tickety-boo. RadNav India Whiskey Whiskey 110.9. 110.9. 110.9 India Whiskey Whiskey, and 258 for the final course. Awesome. There we are, it's quarters at now, flight level 160 for now. And it should, after we reach Amdut in 5 miles, got Alcon straight green, and it should take us down to flight level 70 after we reach Amdut. So we'll just keep an eye on that, be interesting to see what it does. But if it does do that, then this VNAV is very good. Still have 7,000 set in the window. And we'll just watch. There's the south coast of the UK coming in. There we go, flight level 70, Al constrained. And down we go. It should start bringing us down. If I give this a bit of speed brake, there we go. Just to help us back to 250 knots. So yeah, we should make that restriction. Now it's timber, and away we go from there. There it is. And go down, plane, go down. Or does it not think we need to be descending yet? I'm just going to leave it, see what it does. It knows about this, the 70. Is there any other restriction after that? Let's have a quick look. There we are, max 250 knots, and it needs to drop 6 and 3, 8,000. So it needs 24 miles from timber. It needs 24 miles from timber, and we are 19 from timber. This should be going down. Right, thrust idle, open descent. Oh, we are going to be too high. Alright, start thinking about coming off. We might come off a little bit before timber now, just to give us that few extra miles to lose this height. I feel we don't have enough 538, we need 24. We're about 10 miles out for this descent at the minute. Knocked the microphone over as well. $17.5 to 3,000 feet in 20 miles. Wow. So you could do with about 42 miles to get down from there, couldn't you? So 6,000, 6.3's 18, so yeah, we're still very high for timber. Undug over 17,500 restriction to Mayfield at 3,000. Which arrival were you doing then? Have a quick look. Amdut, Arnott, ILS26 left. Hold on a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Right, there's Timber. Let's. I'm going to pull the heading. Just spin us out for a bit.
We have begun our final descent into London Gatwick. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time.
And we'll keep coming down at 4,000 feet.
Stowed and feature in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
There we go. Vector ourselves out a little bit, and we'll activate the approach phase. There it is. Keep the speed brake out a bit. We're still rather fast, rather high. There is Gatwick just over there. Get the ILS on. Lock, approach, AP2.
I haven't been this high for a very long time.
Pilot Fest subscribed on YouTube.
Yo, Pilot Fest, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Just joining us on our return leg from Paris back into Gatwick. There we are, just pulled us off that arrival. We're a bit too high. Give ourselves a few more track miles to get ourselves in. And we'll hopefully grab the localizer on that blue dash line. Quite a few planes showing up now in TCAS, as you'd expect for Gatwick. I'm assuming that one must be that Tomcat. 37 above us at the QNH now. 1019. And the glide's coming up. So we need to be, let's grab these charts one last time. Quick look, so initial approach. We were flying this way in, but we were a bit high, so we're coming out. Just to give ourselves a little bit longer to drop the height, and then we'll still swing in for the ILS. Height-wise, 2,000 to the south east, 2,100 to the southwest, and 2,300 to the northeast, and 2,200 to the northwest. So we're coming down to 2,000 in this sector just here. So that's perfectly fine. How far are we out here now? 7.5 miles. So we'll just keep bringing that down to 2,000. And we can, I think, now gradually start swinging ourselves back towards Gatwick a little bit. We can have flap 1 well below the flap speed. The height is fine. We'll just bring ourselves round and hopefully grab that localizer anytime soon. $16 miles out at the minute. And let's just keep that coming round to the right. Sorry, to the left. And that should look pretty nice now as we do that on these, not that chart, this chart. There it is. Sneaking our way back round. A little bit at a time. We don't want to go through the localizer. Or ideally not go through the localizer anyway. $1,000 feet to go. And there is lock start. We'll let the plane do the rest of it now. Turn us on. So we didn't go through the localizer. Nicely vectored. We got the height back down. 14 miles. Ready for the arrival. And hopefully we should see a runway anytime soon. There it is. Perfect. So we will we'll ding dong the cabin. We can get rid of the speed brake and we can arm the spoiler. Take auto brake low for Gatwick. And yeah, 12 miles. Bang on. 2,000 feet is in now. And that was definitely, we're just going to double check. We are nicely coming around for the ILS. Double check the approach. 2,000 feet. So we can be done with that. And the airport, so landing 26 left. If we try and vacate in Echo. And then we can, we'll come back, cross to, or 08 left, 26 right. On to Tango, Juliet. And we'll go and park somewhere around here, I guess. We'll see. That's the idea anyway. That is the idea. Nine miles, let's go flap 2. And we'll take flap 3 as well. $18 knot crosswind just coming off the right hand side, so we might need a little bit of rudder when we land. And let's go flat full. Get my feet on these here rudder pedals. Fly's almost there, it's coming to see us. There is glide slope start. And down we go. Missed approach into Gatwick. Very quickly before we forget that. Climbing to 3,000. Missed approach is set, landing gear is down, signs are on, cabin's ready. Spoilers are armed, flaps are full. And ECAM memo is landing, no blue. Get us on the deck now, I guess. There is London. Oh, that's a stutter. Please don't crash. Sim has frozen at the very last minute. Come on, keep going. Do not crash. Please don't crash. Might find ourselves on the ground before we can do anything about this in a minute. Oh, I think it may have gone. This is a very long time for it not to come back. Come on. Yeah, Pilot Fest. We had a sim crash mid-cruise last night, and tonight I don't think this is... we're not going to get this to come back, I don't think. And what time are we at? 8:30. I haven't got time to restart it either. Yeah, I think that might be game over. Or in this case, sim over. Just give it another sec, see if it comes back. Oh, it's come back. It's alive, I think. You can see it. Oh, it's just, I thought it was moving a little bit. We got anything else going? Let's get rid of whatever else is open. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Nothing else is open now. I'll close Fly Live in case that's any of that, but yeah, completely knackered. Well, Pilot Fest, I hope you have good faith that we would have aced it. Have a quick look to see what Task Manager's doing. Flight Sim is there. Just get rid of anything else. See if we can get it to come back. Get rid of the charts. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's everything shut that I can close now. And that's it. That's it. Unfortunately, it's knackered, I think. I can't even get it to... it won't even crash properly. I could understand a crash to desktop, but not a crash. And just... yeah. Can't even get it to do anything. Well, Pilot Fest, unfortunately, you joined very in a very unfortunate moment, hoping to see a landing, but I'll be back streaming tomorrow. Unfortunately, I haven't got time tonight to restart this bit, because I have to go and do some other bits and bobs, but that is very annoying. So, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. Smile Castle, I hope your landing goes well. Pilot Fest, thanks for coming along, buddy, anyway. If you want to join us in tomorrow, we will be streaming tomorrow evening again, hopefully with a bit more luck than this. I'm just going to try and just close this out of the way. There's nothing I can do about it. There we go. It's finally gone. But yeah, if you pop by another time, Pilot Fest, you might be able to see me ace the landing. But unfortunately, not tonight. If you watch the VOD back, you might be able to see the landing into Paris if you want, because we did fly the outbound sector. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for coming along. Smile Castle, thanks for coming along, buddy, moderating as usual. And everyone else that flew along and came along to the stream tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'll post it in Discord to let you know when we're going to be live. If you want to join the Discord, Pilot Fest, let you know when we are going live. The link's now in the chat if you want to grab that. Come along, say hello, chat to the guys, and yeah, that's where I post all the routings, the flights, what time we're doing it, and where and when. But yeah, unfortunately, on that note, guys, I'm going to have to leave that there tonight, and I will see you all in the next one tomorrow night. So take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow.